I've been designing my website for a while, but I kept delaying the release. Not because it wasn't ready, technically, but I just wanted it to feel right. So, in this video, I'll show you how everything is set up, and at least you get to see the process and you get to see the evolution. In the past, I released things quite quickly, and as quickly as I released products, I also got tired of them. So this time I want clarity even before visibility, something that feels consistent and that I'm proud enough to show it to the public instead of rushing things just because I've released it. And instead of showing things early or releasing things early, I chose to build quietly and make sure everything would make sense together. So without further ado, let's jump into the computer and I'll show you my website. Okay, so the first thing you see when you land on my page, I'll leave the link down below, first link in the description, is the main page, which has three sections, which are music, my podcast, and photography. I decided to leave it as is. Not as is, I had to tweak it a bit, but I wanted the website to be clear. So once you land on it, you know what I'm about basically. So there's music, I can actually show you what that is. So there's my discography with all the songs I've released and something coming pretty soon. Yeah, and even more songs. Then there's visualizers. For now, I only have one clip, and then when you scroll a bit down you can see blogs, as in my blog. Actually, one of them, I'll go into details a bit later, but yeah, each section basically has a blog containing things I do for each section. So in this case, music, if I have ideas or I need to show a demo of a song, or maybe I'm just in the process of writing something, or maybe deciding to post something, this is where you'll get to see everything music related. Then if we go back, instead of going back, you can actually, as you can see, there are these three menus, four actually, or five if you count with contact, but we'll get there a bit later. But we could actually go to, let's say, podcast. Yeah, there's always a description of what it is about. So here it's pretty simple. It's also in the form of a blog. So there's the podcasts and the description of the podcast, and then there's a concept I implemented on my podcast, which is I show the song that I've been listening to the most during the week of that release, and then I create a music visual that would go well with the sound itself. And that's about it. Yeah, feel free to check it out. And then there's visuals, my favorite part of the website. It's photography. There are three sections as well. Of course, there's the description of what the visuals section is, and then three things that I shoot the most, which is portraits, products, and nature. I'll leave it for you to check it out. You'll like it. And then there's my blog, of course, tips, tricks, and things I could help you with. Just a quick thing, yeah. Some tips and tricks basically for photography. You can check it at your own pace. And then there's the store. I also like to create products, and that's why I've started with presets, which are warm tones presets volume 1, meaning that there might be a volume 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many, but there will be more. There's a free wallpaper as well, designed for Mac and iPhone. You can actually use it on your Android phone with no problems. It has quality enough for you to use it on both devices, even on Windows, even on Linux, if you will. So that's not the end of the world. And then there's the money tracker, something I've released quite recently, about a month or two ago. And yeah, these are products I'm happy with. I'm looking forward to release a bunch more throughout this year. And yeah, if you feel like purchasing or leaving a comment, you can also do it by going to the blog section. Let's say, for example, let's go to the visuals one. Then you go to the blog. Let's say you liked this one, and then down here you can type something and post it. Of course, I'm not able to type it as I haven't logged in yet, but you get the idea. And then if you have a question about maybe collaborations, or maybe you have a question about the website, something you couldn't find, or maybe a tip, maybe you think that music shouldn't be on this menu, you can just fill in your details and your email address as well, and then send me a message. That's about it. You can also log in. Yeah, it's a store as well, so you can actually see your cart. So once you add things, let's say you add the warm tones, you add it to the cart, and then you can see the total right in here. That's about it. The goal is to make this place the place actually. This is the place where everything lives, from, as I said, visuals or photography, my podcast, music, and my digital products, which is something I'm really interested about. And as I said, I hope to release a bunch more throughout this year. And you have a little section where you can find more about me. I'll let you check it at your own pace as well. And then some social media websites like my Twitter, my Instagram, and my YouTube. That's basically it. I hope you can find something that suits you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.